Hello and welcome to Do You Remember? This is an ongoing video series where I try to remember what I just read. It's some kind of article, often on Wikipedia, where I thought it would be interesting to talk about. So I read it and then I do my best to remember all of the cool information about that article. And we are, of course, talking about this Emperor Penguin right here, whose name is Brigadier Sir Nils Olav the Third. That's right. This is the third Nils Olav penguin, and it is a member of the King's Guard of Norway. This penguin lives in Edinburgh, in the Edinburgh Zoo. Originally, a penguin was donated to that zoo when it opened in the early 1900s by a shipping magnate from Norway. And many years later, in the 60s, the King's Guard, the folks in charge of protecting the King of Norway and the royalty of Norway, they were in Edinburgh for some kind of thing. I forget what, sorry. And this lieutenant, Nils, has a different last name I can't remember, was like, oh, some of these penguins are from Norway. Neat. Or donated by a Norwegian. Neat. So they came back a few years later, and by that point, he had already figured out a way to sponsor a penguin at the zoo that would be a member, honorary, obviously, of the King's Guard and an honorary, like a mascot of sorts. And every time they come back, there is official ceremony, and the penguin increases its rank. So now it's a brigadier. I should point out at this point now, the third penguin, because they have allowed this to the name and honor to transition between the third penguin around 2016, I believe. This third penguin now outranks the original Nils, the gentleman who brought this all about. Also, Olav is the last name of the Olav V, the king of Norway at the time of going through all this. So it was an honor of the king and also honor the person that was putting this forth. It's the third penguin to be given this honor, and it has been knighted. It was knighted in 2016. And sometimes between 2008 and 2016, this third penguin got the name. And literally, the Wikipedia article does not say who had it before that. Also, I do want to say that in researching King Olav, his dad got elected king, and I don't know how that works, but he was elected king, and then Olav was the son of someone from Norway, his father, who's from Norway, and then his mother is from Wales. And he was raised he's the first one since the 14th century, the first king of Norway to be actually raised in Norway. And I need to do a separate Do You Remember about the Norway. I was just like, I can't find any information about how you got elected king. That's weird. That's not about this cool penguin. We don't see in this photo, but there's another photo. He does his tracking badge also denotes his rank, which is on the other side. I think you can see a little bit of red there in the photo, like a band, but basically on the other side of his arm there is something that denotes his rank. And so he is a sir, and he commands respect. So please offer him the respect that he is owed. This is a short one. How long are we looking at here? Yeah, all right, 4 minutes. Because there's not a lot on this Wikipedia article for me to talk to you about. It's just like a thing that happened. And like, I love the idea that they're like, well, every time we come back to inspect the penguin, we'll give it a new rank. And you're like, why? I don't know why. I can only assume it is for publicity about this thing, because I'm sure that like, if you were already going to go to the zoo, this is more an investment to go to the day that this penguin gets, knighted or whatever. It's probably also like a public relations thing, and like, oh, isn't that fun? The Norway's version of the Secret Service also like has a thing like Buckingham Palace. That's the stuffy guards. The Norwegian King's Guard, they adopted a penguin and gave it a rank. I don't know. I find it charming. I think this penguin fucking kicks ass. So I would recommend you check out the Wikipedia article fully, see what I got wrong, what I missed, if there's any fun facts in there. You can find that in the show description below this YouTube video. Also, in the comments, let me know what you would like to see me do a Do You Remember about. See what I can remember about a thing you're interested in. I haven't gotten as many because we're now, deep in the month of April, almost May. And I'll say, I've only had one suggestion since I started this in January. So I would love to see more suggestions in the comments of things you would like to see me do a Do You Remember about. And also, I should do something that's not on Wikipedia, and I will. I just haven't yet. It's just easier. So that's about it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a like, give it a comment. Even if the comment is just like, hey, here you go. Here you go. Here's your call to action. If you don't have anything that you want to say in the comments, just write, "That's a cool penguin." Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.